Hey guys, so day 75 is the Yule log. Burning huge communal bonfires was another ancient Yule custom. Pagan folk would first select trees that they considered to be sacred. Each household would cut down a sacred tree and add it to the communal fire. Some of the trees sacred to the ancient Europeans included birch, oak, holly, pine, and willow. Pagan folk believed that while the wood burned, it imparted some special or magical influence. The hearth fire replaced the customary outdoor bonfire over the course of time. Because of this change, pagan folks typically burned only a section of the tree, a Yule log, instead of the entire tree. New magical traditions arose with this change. For example, pagan folk would first select a tree for logging on the land of the home where it would be burned. Like other magical tools, the Yule log was not a thing to purchase. It could perhaps be a gift. Families would cut Yule logs from the thickest parts of the tree. Sometimes huge roots or giant stumps found their way to the hearth. After cutting the log, the householder would then ceremonially drag it across his or her land for luck. Once the log made its way to the hearth, family members and neighbors might then decorate it with sprigs of holly, pine needles, and berries. The master of the house would sprinkle the log with oil, salt, and cider or wassail. A young girl would then ceremonially kindle the log, and attendants would keep it burning over the course of 12 nights. In other accounts, the log was supposed to last for 12 hours. It was considered an evil omen if the log extinguished before the end of 12 hours. A family would then customarily preserve a piece of the log from the fire. This piece of wood served as kindling for the next year's Yule log. In the rural parts of Europe, a farmer might attach the piece of unburned Yule log to his plow to assure a bountiful harvest. The early Europeans also believed that they could bless their crops by mixing the ash from the incinerated Yule log into the soil just before seeding. Pagan folk might also keep the ash in their homes as protection from lightning, malevolent forces, or from evil spirits. For today's practice, select one of the magical woods listed below based on its magical influence. So the magical wood, and again, write this down so that you have it. I have it, I think this is my Yule book. I have it in this lovely book right here. This is my Yule book. Yep, this is my Yule book. I have this information in here. I keep all my Yule ritual stuff in here, spells, recipes, information, all that lovely stuff. I think you've seen it before. I've got all these books. Each of these are a different Sabbath. Quite literally, each of the Sabbaths. That's how I keep track of everything. So your magical woods has magical influence. Aspen invokes universal understanding and compassion. Birch is new beginnings, a fresh start, new ideas, new projects. Holly inspires visions and reveals past lives. Oak evokes the power of the sun and brings healing, strength, and wisdom. Pine evokes the energies of prosperity and growth. And willow evokes the triple goddess's aid and psychic power. You won't need an entire log for this activity. You can use a branch or even a twig. Sprinkle the wood with salt and rub it vigorously with olive oil. Cut off one end of the branch and save it as kindling for your Yule log this winter. Burn the rest of the log in order to release the wood's magical virtues. When you are finished, place the ash in a small bundle that you make from a red square of cloth. Tie the bundle with green thread and hang it near the hearth to keep away unwanted forces. Be sure to save this ash as you will use it in future ritual work. I have mine. Like I said, I used mine already. You can find generally red cloth cheap at a fabric store, or even look at a thrift store. You could find like a little cheap skirt or dress or shirt that's red cloth, and you may not like it very much, but you may just be able to get your red cloth. And I mean, look for places with cheap green thread or anything like that. It's all up to you how you use it. Anyway, that was day 75. I know these are so boring and just reading, but like I said, I'm trying to get up to where I am, which is 127, and we're only on 76 is the next one, so I'm trying to get us up as fast as we can. I'm thinking if I can do 10 today, I can do 10 roughly tomorrow. I can do anywhere from 5 to 10 a day. I can get us to where we need to be. And then I might do live or just on the day with you guys, rather than just reading it out, because I've done all these and I feel like I should have them on my channel, because I've done them and I shouldn't skip ahead. So anyway, that was day 75. The next is day 76. Blessed be and keep crafting, witches.